Good morning, Stampers. Hi, I'm trying something new. Good morning, Emily. So I'm trying something new today, and you are all my guinea pigs. So I have figured out a free app that I can go live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Oh my God, the Netherlands are following, Emily's following. I'm so excited. This is something new that I have figured out, and it's just a game changer for me. It's a free app. Hi, Inke. I hope I'm saying your name right. And from the Netherlands. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Anyhow, thank you for joining me today. I am going to be sharing with you. Oh, this is so exciting. This just makes my heart sing. It makes me happy. I am going to be sharing with you a really simple card using the Waves of Inspiration. It is a new bundle that was released by Stampin' Up. The stamp set and the dies are going to be carrying over into the new annual catalog when it comes out in May. Right now there are coordinating designer series paper, gems, and foil paper, and they are only while supplies last. They are not carrying over. But the card I'm making today is not using gems or designer series paper or the foil. It's just using the dies and the stamp set, and it is a very clean card. So I hope that I inspire you, and I'm so happy that you're all here. And I'm going to check this out afterwards, but I think I'm live on YouTube, and I think I'm live on Facebook. I don't know what pages I am on Facebook, so that could be anywhere. So let's get started, and I hope everything works out as I hoped and planned that it would be. The stamp and dice will be on my next order. Yeah. Oh, and yesterday I was off, and I was playing catch up. So all of my thank yous for February and all my special gifts are in the, well, they're not in the mail yet, but they're all on the floor ready to go in the mail. And Emily, you've got two prizes that are coming. One for the Global Woohoo Weekend, I think it was, and the other one was for posting a card on the challenge. So on the Facebook page. So you've got two prizes coming for that as well. All right, so let's get started. And oh, Emily, you're on YouTube. Excellent. So it's working okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm not stupid with technology, but it sometimes frustrates me. So I will admit that this is a game changer for me, because I do have customers that refuse to go onto Facebook. So I do videos on YouTube, and then I then I redo them and upload them. No, I do videos on Facebook, and then I upload them to YouTube. And it's a lot of work, or I'll put it on YouTube and then copy it over to Facebook. So this I like. Okay, let's get started, and I'm going to show you. I hope that you guys, it's really a very simple, clean card, and we're going to do some die cutting from the clouds and the waves, and then we're going to die cut this out. We're going to add a little bit of texture to it with some of the linen thread. I have to tell you, I hope that the linen thread carries over when in the new catalog. I always stress when the new catalog is about to be launched, because some of my favorite things, I'm heartbroken if some of them retire. So the linen thread has been in the catalog for a while, and I hope it continues, because I love using it. It adds that bit of texture to your cards. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, for my friends in Europe, I'm going to be doing all the measurements in, oh God, what are we, Imperial. In Europe, they're metric. So I always wondered why I liked the cards from my European demonstrators, because they are taller and thinner. It's because their paper is longer and narrower. So this is going to be really basic a card for you, Inke, that you'll be able to recreate it without any problems. So in Imperial, it's 4 1/4 by 11. So it's one card sheet, and it's cut in half, and it's scored at 5 1/2. And it's the the basic white thick. I like to use the thick on my cards, on my cardstock. It just gives it a little bit more oomph. Yeah, oh, you've run out of budget. I know what that's like, Inke. I know what running out of budget. I will tell you that this bundle was not on my radar, and then I started to see cards with it, and like anything, it just, you know, your mind, it goes crazy. Okay, so that's the basic card. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another piece of the basic white, and I've just cut a piece that is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. Oh, thanks a lot with the imperial. Thanks. I'm glad you don't mind the imperial measurements. So this is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and it is just the size of one of the wave dies. There are 2 wave dies in the bundle. One has a bigger wave to it, and the other one that we're going to be using has a bit of a smaller, more rounded wave to it. I really haven't played much with this, so I'm winging it as I go, and I'm learning as I go as well. So I'm taking some of the adhesive sheets, and I've got pieces of adhesive sheets that have been partially used, so I'm actually going to use them up. And I'm going to take them and put them on the back here, like that. And this one I'm going to have to cut down a bit. I do have scissors. I hope everyone's doing well. I took yesterday off work, and it was really nice to be off work and just stamp and do what I wanted. I treated myself, and I went for a facial, and I did a Facebook Live yesterday morning, and I had woke up and I had a zit on my nose. So that's how it goes when you're going for a facial. And I had a big zit on my nose, so it's still there, but my skin feels better. Okay, so that is the adhesive sheets on the back. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put this. It doesn't really matter if I don't have, I have a little piece up here. I'm going to put that up there like that. I'm just trying to use up all of my adhesive sheets. Okay, and now I'm going to bring up the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and this also goes through the mini, but I'm just going to use the big one because it's right here beside me. My dirty plates. And while I'm at it, oh no, I'll wait until I stamp I was going to do the butterflies, maybe, not the butterflies, the clouds. Maybe I'll do the clouds now. I'll do that cloud. Oh no, I'm not going to do the clouds now because I don't want adhesive on the back of the clouds. So I'll wait for those. So let me put this one through first. So in the Facebook Live, if you're not aware, yesterday I had showcased all of the components that are part of this suite, including the ones that are just a limited time only while they are around. But I also mentioned right now the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is on sale. And also the, what else? Oh, the new kits collection. Oh, I don't know if in Europe they have well-loved plates. Oh my God, you're so good. Yeah, I'm not sure if in Europe they have the kits collection. You'll have to let me know if they have the kits collection, because that I don't know. But there's a new kits collection that just came out. So robots, it's about robots. It's for kids, kids cards, which is really good. So this is the pelican on the log. And before I came on, I actually cleaned my blocks. So I usually say my blocks are filthy, but in this case, my blocks are clean. And I'm not fussy with my blocks. I've done a video. I clean my blocks with a rubbing alcohol. And especially during this time of cold and flu season and anything else that's going around, it's nice, I think, to take the rubbing alcohol to your blocks just to get any germs off of them. And then you can wipe them or rub them with hand sanitizer, even better. Okay, so now I'm going to die cut this out, and at the same time, I've done this in the black memento. I'm going to do the 2 clouds and bring this up. They say sometimes your plates warp. This plate I have had forever, and it's not even warped. Like, I don't know if you can see it. It's like, I don't know what I've done differently to this plate, but I've had it forever and it's never warped. Doesn't mean that some of my other plates haven't warped, but they have. But no paper pumpkin. Yeah, you don't have the paper pumpkin. Hopefully someday soon. But you know, the paper pumpkin price has gone up in Canada, so I'm not sure. I was able to get a subscription before the price changed, so not sure what I'll do next year, to be honest with you. But I did like the kit collection for the Christmas cards from last year, and they're back in the store again. In Canada, they are, at least. So if they were, if you like those, they're back in the store. Oh, you had the magnetic board. Oh, I haven't, I didn't order that, the magnetic board. I might. I've got a lot of board type things in my craft room, so I don't think I have space for anything else, to be honest with you. So I don't know if that's the magnetic kit collection, if I'll get that. Okay. Alrighty. So here is our card, and let's do some coloring. And I'm going to start off by taking the dark soft suede and the bullet end, and I'm just going to the rope, and you know, we're going to cover the rope, but just in case it is seen from underneath, I've just colored it a little bit to give it some contour and texture. Okay, so now I'm going to take my, I'm trying to think of how I colored this. The beak is in the dark petal pink. Oh, it's a beak in dark petal pink. Yeah, dark petal pink. I did look up pelicans on the internet, to be honest with you, and I didn't see any blue pelicans, but I really don't care because I wanted to use blue, and or pool party. So my pelican is blue. So this is a light crumb cake, and I'm just going to color his head or her head, whichever. And then I'm going to take the dark pool party and just going to sort of pick up the feathers. And then we're going to take the light pool party and just blend it all in. And I will be honest that some of my blends I'm going to be using today need to be replaced because don't like it when the nibs are gone. But I've said this before, use those. Oh, and then this is the light crumb cake, and I'm just going to color in his feet a little bit. I've said this before, if you've got old blends that maybe the nibs are gone and you're going to replace them, hold on to them because they are great to use for coloring ribbon, to coloring rhinestone, things like that. So I find that when you use your blends to color those things, it really ruins the nibs a lot quicker than intended. Okay, so the dark crumb cake, I'm going to take it and highlight the edge of the wood grain. Kind of just give it dimension. And then I'm going to take the light and I'm going to blend it all in. I know they say we're not supposed to make claims about creativity and health benefits and et cetera, but I love to color, and I just sort of get into my own head and just forget about everything when I color. I just love to color. So it's beneficial to me, I think. I'm just going to take the light soft suede. I'm just going to make this a little bit darker, this edge. Give it a little bit more definition. And I'm going to blend it in again. And it's a mix of light crumb cake, dark crumb cake, and light soft suede. Okay, so now I have my linen thread, and I'm just going to take a bunch of it. Oh, I'm going to say maybe 14 inches. It's more than I need. And where the rope is, I'm just going to wrap it around. It's really hard to wrap it around and crisscross it like it is in the design, but you can do it, but you're not going to do it exactly. think I've done extra on this one, so I've just wrapped it around like that. The first one, I think I just did 3 loops. So however long you want to make it, or how much texture you want. And then I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to put the dimensionals over these strings like that. And you can put, if you'd like, a little dab of glue to hold those down. And I'm going to take off the edge. I have scissors for fabric and such, but do you think I can find them? Can't even find them. So they're probably with a die that I've recently lost as well. So that's just what it's going to look like. You can play with it. It's just to give it a little bit of texture. Okay. Alrighty. So I've got my card base. And this makes it so easy because I've used the adhesive sheets. I'm going to take out the wave. This is really different for me. It's sort of very clean, tone on tone. But when I saw the stamp set, and I think I just mentioned it in Facebook Live, I had said I could see the card, I could see this being used just by itself. But then when I put it on the card by itself, I thought it needed some of the other elements. I realized I forgot to die cut out the bird. I'll do that in a second. I'm going to pull off the adhesive sheet because I use multiple sheets or pieces. I got to find all the edges. This is probably the hardest part of the card. There we go. Just like magic. Oh, one more little piece here. There we go. No, another piece. Another piece. You could, if you don't have adhesive sheets, easily put a dot of adhesive without, just make sure you just do dot and you don't put too much of the Tombow glue because you don't want it to splay all over underneath. Can you tell I'm struggling? There we go. That's the last piece I was after. Okay, now this is too wide for the card front, but that's okay because I am actually going to put it down on this side and I'm going to lay it on that corner, and I'm going to bring the base right along the base of the card, and then I'm just going to put everything, seal it down like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut the edge. Like that. Okay, so it might have been a struggle to peel off the adhesive sheet, but it just makes life so much easier. The thread makes the poles look so real. They do. I love that. To me, Inka, it's all about the added detail. Actually, there's a little bit of adhesive that hasn't been pulled off here. It's all about that added detail that makes the card extra special. So here's what not to do. Use one piece of adhesive sheet instead of multiples because it just makes it a lot easier when you have to peel off the backings. Okay, so there's the card. And now I'm going to take the pole and I'm just going to add it. This one I added it up a little high. This one I'm going to add it, I think, a little lower. So we're going to bring out more dimensionals. I'd love to see what you guys do with this set. I missed, there was a swap that was organized and I didn't have the set in time, so I missed participating in it, but I've seen some beautiful cards made with this and I can't wait to play some more. But this video today was more a test about seeing if I could do YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and it worked. So I'll go back and watch. Because it's a free program, there will probably be Restream advertisements or Restream logoing on it. I just want to see when it's over, I'll go back and check it out to see what it really looks like. What it looks like. See if it's worth it. So you guys tell me, because 2 of you are on Facebook, on YouTube. So you tell me what it looks like, if it's worthwhile or not. Okay, so now we've got 2 clouds, Now I've got to go back in and die cut out the bird, but I'm going to die cut something else out and show you something that you can do with the clouds just to give it extra dimension. I didn't do it with the original card, but while I have a captive audience, I will show you. One there, and then the big cloud here. Stampin' Up loves clouds right now. Oh, it's okay for you? Excellent, Emily. Yeah, Stampin' Up is loving the clouds because you've got the Rainbow of Happiness has clouds. The border dies has clouds. So there's lots of clouds happening. Okay, so I've got a small piece of Pool Party here, and I've got the die that has the birds. I'm going to use that in the Pool Party. And then there are two dies right here that are just white, and I'm going to run those through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine at the same time. And you know, to make life easier, it'd be good if there was adhesive on the back of that, but I'm just going to wing it. Okay, like that, and then this one like that. I do love the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It has real weight to it. So if you were looking at the mini, it does not have the weight to it like the big one does. So just keep that in mind. The mini does have its use, but it doesn't have the weight. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have two birds. And again, it would be really good if I had done the adhesive on the back of the birds, but I'm just going to bring out my mini Tombow glue, or my Tombow glue, I should say, hoping that it doesn't need to be poked. There we go. Oh, look at that. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket. I get excited when my Tombow glue is not plugged up. Okay, and I'm just going to put the bird like that. I think in the original card, did I use the bigger bird? No, I used the same size bird. Okay, so I die cut out these two pieces. I just have to see where they went. Oh, there's one. Okay, so here's one, and it looks really weird, folks. I know, and you're going to think it's a cast off, but it goes on the end of the cloud. I'm going to bring it up like that. So if I've got it white on white, but you know, if you wanted to do clouds on different colors, you could do that. Now I've got to find where the other one went to. Oh, still there. See, that's what it looks like. And to me, originally I thought, okay, that looks like a definite cast off. It looks like garbage, but it's going to go on the cloud like that. So I'm going to just put a little dab of adhesive like that, and oh, it's the detail, folks. It's just that little detail. And if your cloud was blue and you wanted to have white fluff, that would be perfect as well. If you wanted to have like a white outline in the cloud and your cloud was blue, just to give it added dimension, added detail, dimension. And then, you know, if you wanted to, I've got glue on there, you could take the Wink of Stella and you could even give a little sparkle to that. And then the last thing we're going to do is stamp the happy birthday without making a mess, right? And making sure that I get it straight. Let's see if that's a good block. That's a good block. And I wanted to have, so I think this card I used soft suede, but I think this time I've brought out early espresso to make it a little bit darker. I may be kicking myself by doing this, but let's see what we get. Yeah, I should have, if you're going to do the little overlay in the clouds, recommend to use the adhesive sheets. It just makes it a lot better, a lot cleaner. Oh no, I must have used early espresso. Okay, so even on the first one, I used the early espresso as well. So there are the two cards. You can see the detail in the clouds by adding that added extra layer on there. What do you think? What do you think? I love this card. It's very clean, very easy, and easy to replicate. And you don't need the designer series paper. You don't need the gems. You don't need the foil paper. But that all adds to it. But this bundle is carrying over into the 2022-2023 annual catalog. Can you believe it? We're already talking about that. It comes out in May. And if you're a customer of mine in Canada, you know you will be getting a copy of that. To be honest with you, I don't know. I like it. I'd put a wink of Stella on the waves. Ah, good for you. Yeah. Okay, let me see, Emily. Yeah, I don't know at this time if I'm using the mailing selector. I'm going to be honest with you, just because there were so many problems with it last time. So I'm on the fence. I have to, in Canada, I have to see how much it's going to weigh, the catalog. They do tell us the weight of the catalog, because if it's over a certain weight, then it is a lot more expensive to mail yourself. So we usually get a message from Stampin' Up Canada that tells us what the weight is of the catalog. So once I get that information, it will determine whether or not I'm going to use the mailing selector this time or not. But you know the troubles we had with the mailing selector at the beginning of the year. So I'm hesitating. And if I do send it out myself, then, you know, if it's under enough weight, then I can add in some stuff to it, right? Some stuff to the package. But it all depends on the weight of the catalog. So if you're going to add the Wink of Stella to the card, it's really always hard to see Wink of Stella on the camera. But I would do it before adhering it to the card front. It's just too fine. And to get a real nice layer of the Wink of Stella, it'd be better to add it to the card before you assemble it. That's the, oh, sorry, wrong one. That is the Waves of Inspiration. And I'm so excited that this worked. I can't tell you how excited that it worked. So thank you all for joining me. And I look forward to doing this again. Who knows, maybe tomorrow. I'm full of beans now, guys. So thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you again soon, and happy stamping.